Good morning. Last night I couldn't sleep. I don't know why. I'd sleep like an hour, 2 hours. I wake up every little bit. But anyway, it was kind of a good thing because it gave me some time to think about some stuff and to reflect on some things. And I couldn't help but think about where I've been and where I'm going and how I got where I'm at now. And I started thinking back to when things were good for me when I was younger, before I ever got married, even the first time. And I was thinking back to when I was in high school. I had a construction teacher. His name was Joe Miller. And anybody that knows Joe knows his integrity, the type of person that he is, incredible craftsman, the whole shooting match. Anyway, Mr. Miller used to encourage me to go into construction because I was good with my hands and I enjoyed construction. But at that time, I didn't want to follow the work. And we lived in a small town, and I figured if I really want to do something financially, I'll have to follow the work. And I probably could have done it there. I realize that now. But being young back then, I didn't realize that. So anyway, I didn't do it. But as life has gone for me and things have changed, construction's always kind of saved my butt. I've always been able to get work when I needed it, do some type of job or some kind of work construction-wise, or body and paint, something with my hands. And I started thinking about it. Joe Miller was kind of a mentor to me, or somebody that I looked to back then. Who do I look to in that type of a field or financially now? And it would surprise you the type of people that come into your life and why, and what they're there for, or what you can glean from them. And for me, there was a young gal, or there is a young gal that I've done work for. I've done some fences for. In fact, I posted some pictures yesterday of a fence that I did for her. She's probably in her late 20s, early 30s, I would guess, maybe early 30s. And I don't even know that she's ever done a fence physically, but she runs a fencing company, very successful, incredible person. I mean, very effervescent, very motivational type person. And I started looking at her when I was trying to get back on my feet, and I started thinking to myself, man, I'm working for this young girl. I have more experience than her. I've done this before. What am I doing? And it encouraged me to move in that direction so I could get myself on my feet financially. Okay? Then I started looking at other aspects of my life and how I've got on my feet in those aspects and where I've gone with them. You meet people in your life every day, and like I said, you're never sure exactly why they come into your life or how long they're going to stay. But even going back to my last marriage, I was told by this person that they would help me get my faith back, which I've never felt like I needed to get my faith back. I've always had faith. And I'm not trying to tell you what to believe, because everybody believes different. Everybody has their own religious beliefs, whether your faith may be in the universe or I don't know, some kind of God or some kind of belief or meditation or whatever. I don't know what it is. For me, it's in God, and it's a God that I worship, and I believe I know how He thinks, and I have a very close personal relationship with Him. But there have been times when my faith has waned a little bit, that it's went off track a little bit. Anyway, I was talking to a gal last night, or the other night, and very, very beautiful woman. I mean, just to the extreme. But that wasn't the thing that I took from her. It had nothing really to do with her beauty. It had to do with her spirituality. Very spiritual person, and a person that wears it on their sleeve. I mean, not phony in any way at all as far as their spirituality goes. And in the past, I might have turned away from that because I know my Bible the way I do, and because of the way I think. I might have turned a blind eye to listening to somebody like that, or whatever. But actually, it encouraged me with my spirituality, because everything in life, when life starts falling apart on you, it's almost like a puzzle, and pieces go everywhere. They just get blown to smithereens, and you're trying to figure out where your pieces are at, where your financial piece is at, where your spirituality, where it comes together, so that you can lock those in together. And sometimes it can be a little overwhelming. But God or the universe or whatever you believe brings people into your life to help get you back on track. You just have to keep your eyes open, and you have to be paying attention and be looking for those people, or be looking for what it is that they're going to bring into your life. They may not stay there for long. They may be only there for a short time. So you have to glean what you can off them when they're there. But if you're not paying attention, it's not going to happen. So anyway, I started thinking about those things and how life comes together that way. And I'd encourage you to look at those things for yourself. Look at the people who come into your life and why they come into your life. Remember, I was telling you about a young gal that I met on the train on my last trip and what she was like. Very effervescent person, type of person that lives for the day, that lives for the moment. And it reminded me of a scripture that talks about the lilies of the field, how they don't toil or spin because for each day it has its own anxiety. In other words, live in the moment. So I knew that there was going to be nothing there. She was way younger than me. There wasn't anything like a romantic type thing there, but I knew that I could learn something from her because of her personality. It was so effervescent, so beautiful. And to me, the lesson I took from her was live for the moment, live for the day, enjoy what time that you have. It's like this week or this holiday week, I've had to work every day, but I've taken something from every day and enjoyed something out of it. Last night I got home kind of late and I took a shower and stuff, and my buddy had a burger there, and I had a ice cold beer. Oh, it was so good. That's what I took from my day. That's what I enjoyed. I enjoyed looking at what I got finished, what I got accomplished. So I guess what I'm trying to tell you here is there's pieces in your puzzle of your life that get blown apart when things go bad, but you can put those pieces back together. And there's people out there that'll help you, people that you may not even know, and you may not even realize that they're in your life for a specific reason. But if you pay attention, if you open your eyes and you watch, you'll understand why they came in. And you can get something off them. You can take something from them because they're people that are effervescent. They're people that have something to give. You may just not realize it. And sometimes you may be fooled a little bit thinking you know what they have to give, and it may be something completely different. You may be thinking they're in your life for a financial reason, and they're not. They're in there to encourage you in some other way, maybe in a spiritual way. You don't know. What I'm trying to tell you is keep your eyes and your ears open and never forget. Life will offer those things to you. Life will give you what you need to get out of those dark places. They don't last forever. They're not going to last forever. But if you don't pay attention, you may miss the boat. You may miss what life is trying to teach you. Anyway, if you're out on the 4th of July, for the 4th of July weekend out in the country or doing something with your family, I hope you're having a great day. And remember, we live in the greatest country in the world. I don't care where you sit politically as far as this whole immigration thing. The real answer to all of it is, if this wasn't such a great country, we wouldn't even be having this talk. So be happy that you were born in this country where we have freedom, real freedom. Not like these other countries that claim that they have freedom or they can do what they want. Everybody wants to live here, and you're lucky enough to live here. So celebrate this great country that we have. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later.